Good afternoon, everyone. Jason Ballas for OutdoorProductReview.com. We're going to continue on with our 2008 bow review. Elk season just got done, so I'm just trying to finish up. I got a couple more bows to do out there, and today what we're going to be doing is the Elite Archery's GT500. Now, last year I did the Elite Synergy, and that was an awesome shooting bow too. So, I haven't even pulled this one back yet. I know that Elite Archery is pretty new in the industry, but I'll tell you what, they come out with some speed bows. I know that these bows are rocking and rolling that they're coming out with, so let's take a little bit of a look at it here. Alright, the axle to axle on the GT500 is 34 7/8 inches. Now that makes it a pretty long bow. It's got a nice long riser, which makes for a forgiving shot. The brace height on the Elite GT500 is 7 1/8. Now that makes it pretty forgiving with a long riser, 7 1/8 inch brace height, but it's not so large that you're losing a lot of speed. So I'm pretty excited to see what the speed on this bow is going to be. Now the nice thing, that's something that's pretty cool, a lot of people are looking for these heavier poundage bows, and the GT comes in from 60 pounds all the way to 90 pounds you can get the limbs. So I mean, I can pull about 75 pounds comfortably, although I'd rather pull 68, 64, 65 in around there, because when I'm hunting, I want a nice, easy, smooth draw so that the animal won't be spooked. I sure don't want to be straining. However, they go up to 90 pounds on this bow, so some of you guys I know out there that I've talked to, especially a few of the pros that I've dealt with, they like those higher pound bows. Well, definitely Elite Archery could do that for you. It has the next generation Camel microprint on it. It's very smooth. It's like a smooth type Camel. Two-piece wooden grip. Very comfortable, thin neck. I've talked before how I don't really care for thin necks, but the nice part about this grip is it's fat at the bottom, so it gives that comfort in your hand. The thin neck allows it to align properly. The back and the bottom of the grip is nice and fat. It's got some really awesome looking hatchet cams on it. Patent pending on a lot of stuff on this. Comes with the STS. That way it absorbs all the shock. Got your bow jacks on there. Seems like I can't win to lose this year with the wind, because as you see right now, it's really windy. But, it's got everything you can do on here. They got these nice hatchet cams, great colored string, a camouflage brown and tan string. I'm pretty excited to shoot this. Now, first thing I'll do is I'll do a couple of draw tests on it here, and we're going to see how that works out, and then we'll move to shooting through the chrono. I'm going to do it all from right in this position, because one of the things that I'm having problems with here, as you can tell, is the wind, as usual. Always the wind. So we're going to get through this. Next year I'm going to have my cordless mic and my new camera. So you guys stick with us. We're going to go ahead and do the draw test on this GT500 from Elite. I'm pretty excited. Okay, here we are. We got our Victory Archery arrow. Now I want to take a second, because I haven't really threw out this thing, but I want to thank the folks at Victory Archery for providing us with this arrow. And they're giving me a dozen arrows or so to be able to conduct this evaluation. I use the same arrow. This is 373 grains, because I want all the bows out there to be tested with the same grain arrow. I've had a few people on where I've uploaded the videos and oh, you're using a different grain arrow. Well, no, sorry folks. This is the 400 5570. It's 373 grains. I have feathers on it and a wrap. See how she feels? She comes back. Not too much of a valley, but I'll tell you what, the wall is rock solid. Very, very solid. Right at 29, just comfortable. I'll try creeping a little bit. No, I creep and it doesn't even move. It's solid. So now, one thing I would do is I put a kisser button on here so I don't crimp the arrow nock, because that sometimes can cause the arrow to go up or down. So if you see that in the review, that's just because it doesn't have a kisser button or a string loop or something. But we're going to draw. Very smooth, and it's set right at 70 pounds. It's very smooth. Let's go ahead and shoot this bad boy. We'll do some instinctive here. Woo! There was no vibration in there whatsoever. No vibration. The only thing I heard was just a toong. And that could be something, if I put a string leech on here, just on the top, because the bottom's got the STS, that'll take that out of there. But it went down there fast. That's all I can say. It went down there fast, and there was no shock. I want to show you guys that again, because I'm pretty excited now. All right, folks, I'm going to do that again. Well, she just fires beautiful. Just fires beautiful. We're shooting this GT500 from Elite Archery. We're going to shoot it through the chronograph here. Remember, it's a 373 grain arrow with a 29-inch draw. And the bow set is 70 pounds, so let's go ahead and see what this bad boy will do here. (318 feet per second). All right, folks, 318 feet per second on average. I shot it 4 or 5 times through it, and I was getting 319, 317, 318, so we'll just put it right in the middle. But I'll tell you what, that's fast. That is a fast bow. A lot of you folks know that I like a bow. If it's at 300 feet per second, that's just perfect for me. 318 feet per second. Arrow was flying beautiful down there. I have this basic TM Hunter rest on there. I shot, matter of fact, I'm shooting these hay bales. They've been soaked in rain, but man, this thing has some superior kinetic energy, because it just shot completely through there. Ripped all the feathers off of the arrow on the last speed test. So I need to go home and refletch up that arrow and make sure that we're marked right at 373 grains for the next bow review I have, which will be the Darton Pro 3000. So I just want to give my overall comments on this bow. Now, last year, Elite's bow, when I shot it, it had a little bit of a kick. I mean, it would almost turn you completely sideways when the bow released. And they have really taken care of that this year. I don't know. I think a lot of it's they've incorporated the bow jacks. They put this STS in. They've even put these little speed demon things on your string here. But no matter what, with the vertical limbs, this thing does not kick at all. Last year's it kicked it almost one turn sideways in your hand a little bit with the Synergy. This GT500 is rocking. I mean, it is just awesome. Or I don't know what it is, but they've done something that's just awesome. The STS on there absorbing the shock. The bow doesn't move at all when you shoot it. I mean, it just stays right there in your hand. You just hear the boom. And like I said, you put yourself a little string leech or something on just the top. That'll take that noise out right there, because this bow, not only is it no shock, there's zero. I'm going to give it a 10. I will give this bow, and you guys know how I rate my bows, I will give this a 10 on hand shock. There is no hand shock. Noise, 9.5, but like I said, you put a little string leech on there and that's gone. So, you know, it's quickly moving its way up the scale. The draw, 9.9. Smooth, not much of a valley, but you come to a wall and you're there. I mean, and it doesn't creep at all. You are there at your draw length, whatever it's set to. All right, moving along, we're going to go to the Camel, the look of the bow, all the cutouts, how light it is. I'll give it a 10. I mean, this bow overall, 9.97. I mean, it's almost a 10. If it's just a little bit of noise, the speed is awesome. And I tell you what, this is one of the best bows for the 2008 season. So I got a couple of them out there that I've given really high scores to, and I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at the rest of my bow reviews on OutdoorProductReview.com. So for bowhunting.net, OutdoorProductReview.com, and my other site that I started way back when Moses was partner Red Sea, Blazing Arrows Outdoors, I'm Jason Ballas, and we'll see you at the next bow review.